Hi, so I know this is pretty awkward right now, but we're about to go film my first podcast episode. I wouldn't say that I'm scared, but I would say that I'm just scared I don't say the wrong things, especially because this is a faith-based podcast. I don't want to I don't want to mislead people, but we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna see how this goes, and yeah.
Okay, so we made it over to Starbucks. I'm just waiting for them to go ahead and bring my drink out. I really want to try the blackberry and sage version, because I've seen it all over the app and I just really want to try it. So you guys want to try it with me? I already have the notes of like everything we going over, so yeah. So I'm really ready. I'm really excited. It's like I'm going to bring my drink out. Okay, so they brought my drink out, the blackberry and sage version. We're gonna go ahead and see how it tastes. I don't know if it's good to it tastes good, but like I've been smelling it and it smells like it would taste like some sort of like energy drink. So let's go ahead. It's good. Oh, like this is really good. I also added peach juice on it. I added peach juice on it. So yeah, definitely go try it. The blackberry sage lemonade with peach juice. Oh, it's good. Yeah, you should definitely try it. But okay, so for now, welcome to the first podcast episode. My name is ep. You guys already know my name is Opio or Pew, whatever you guys want to call me. And basically, I am going to be vlogging, getting alive, get ready for the podcast, all that good stuff. And basically, today we're gonna talk about like the name of the podcast, and I'm gonna answer some questions on a faith base, so you guys can go ahead and get to know me a little bit. I feel like the purpose of this podcast is not really meant to be for advice. I feel like I wanted to showcase more of not everybody's a perfect Christian. Like I struggle with it, when I struggle with not really being vocal for this channel. Showcase that be like, wow, she struggles with Christian, I struggle with that. There's not really, those who a perfect Christian. But we are trying to be Christ. Yeah, going into the name of our podcast. So I really want it to be I really want our name to showcase or like reflect a little bit off my favorite Bible verse, Proverbs 3:18. And I've been thinking about a lot of names like nothing can compare or like heart of wisdom. So yeah, we're gonna answer some questions. So let's go ahead and do that. So the first question. How has God changed your life in the last year? So I feel like God has changed my life in the last year positively, because there's a big difference between being last year and being now, because last year I cussed a lot. Last year I was really too busy living for the world. Like I always knew there was a God, but I wasn't too busy with it. For those of you who don't know, I just got saved last year, January 2024, and 2024 was definitely a year that went down. A lot of miracles happened, a lot of blessings happened, a lot of obstacles went through, but it's okay because I'm coming from God and I'm proud of you. So yeah, that was pretty much how it was. God changed my life last year by showing me that He could work in mysterious ways. He showed me that like obstacles can really just help you progress in life. It can teach you, but it also can be a blessing in disguise. Like for example, if you lost a friend, you make big feel good, how am I gonna do this? Like they were really a close person as you, all that stuff, and you end up finding better friends, or you end up learning that maybe being by yourself is what you needed the whole time, or maybe you taking space from people and just figuring out who you are and your identity with Christ. Okay, so second question: what spiritual disciplines have been hard for you? So for me, I feel like a lot of spiritual disciplines that have been hard for me would probably be reading my Bible, because like I'll have a streak and I'll be reading it for 3 days at a time every day, and then it'll just like reset, and I'll just start reading it for weeks at a time. So yeah, I do feel like reading has been one of my biggest spiritual disciplines that I haven't been able to get a check about, but it's okay because I'm still working on it. I'm still gonna figure out how I can be able to do that. So just reading is one of my biggest spiritual disciplines, but reading is my personal one. It could be prayer, it could be fasting, it could be, reading. Like I said, this is my personal experience. I just want to share with you guys my experience. Okay, and then number 3. what does obedience look like for you in this season? So I feel like for me, what obedience looks like in my season would be even when my prayers are answered, that I still should up, because I feel like with me, or what I used to be doing, or what I'm trying to get better at, is that I pray about something, but when it didn't get answered, I just follow it with God. And I realized maybe seem to do that. Okay, you're praying. Maybe he's not answering. Maybe he's willing to work and talking. Like everybody says, or like even he himself says, like his timing is way better than your timing. Like don't let your timing try to beat God's timing, because he knows everything better. Like he knows he has your life planned. Is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, I would say that like what obedience looks like for me this season is, even when my prayers are not answered, like I'm still gonna keep serving God. If God's not answering my prayer, I'm still gonna keep trying to be in my word. I'm still gonna keep trying to glorify His name when I go out. I'm still gonna keep trying, stop listening to secular music and all that stuff. Like I'm still gonna keep trying to keep that bomb in me, because I know He has a better stuff coming for me. Our last note, what parts of my life am I struggling to serve? So I feel like parts of my life that I'm struggling to surrender would be cussing. That's my biggest one right now. Secular music, I can get better at that. Yeah, honestly, I think cussing and secular music and just like unwanted thoughts are like parts that I'm like struggling to surrender. Especially with secular music, because I'm like, I love listening to music. Like, if anybody knows me, I'm always having my AirPods in all that good stuff. And I feel like secular music has been something that's really been it's something that I've been not trying to give up, but I'm doing better at that. Same thing with cussing, and I feel like you don't need to give up on it. I feel like it just comes naturally to you, honestly. Like with cussing, like the more I followed God, the more I realized I wasn't even cussing anymore. Like something would happen and I'd see myself saying, what? It wasn't me, it's God working in me, if I'm being honest. So yeah, cussing. And the same thing with secular music, like it'll come naturally. Like just because you feel like you gave it like to Christ, you don't have to like put all that stuff down and do it. Like that's not really how it works. Like you're still a work in progress. Like you can give your life to Christ, that as you go on your walk, He's gonna help you take that stuff out your life. But I'm not saying right away you just keep doing it because you're still a work in progress. You still gotta keep trying to put the work. But don't expect it to be dropped immediately once you give your life to Christ, is what I'm saying. There's still gonna be things that you struggle with, but it's okay because you're gonna learn to drop those things naturally when you start getting closer to Christ and all that good stuff. Alright, so I think that's the end of our first episode. I'm so sorry that was short, but once again, thank you so much for tuning in if you made it this far in the video. I'm definitely going to be covering a next topic on our next podcast, but I don't think that's going to be for a while, to be honest, but it's okay. I do have a lot more stuff planned for you guys. Like I'm going to Universal Studios in May, so you guys will be seeing these Universal Studios vlogs. It's so long, it's so fun. You guys are going to be on a trip pack with me. You guys are going to be in a bus, you're going to be on rides, all that good stuff. We're going to be trying to visit. So I am like so geeked for that, but once again, thank you so much for being able to follow me. Go ahead and follow my Instagram. It's in my bio. And follow my TikTok too. And yeah, just go ahead and make sure you subscribe, share with your friends, all that good stuff, because this is probably something that I want to really pursue. Honestly, like I know my last video I said it was very genuine. Honestly, I think it's something I really want to pursue. So yeah, like I said, for that time, thank you so much for tuning in, and yeah, bye guys.